The garden shaft on Oak Island had always held a sense of mystery, but this season it revealed something that even the most experienced crew had not anticipated. As the excavator began to dig into the soil, the initial mechanical sounds were normal, a rhythm the team had grown accustomed to over years of searching. But then, a sharp, metallic thump echoed through the shaft. Everyone froze. The sound was unmistakable. It wasn't just rock or compacted earth. It was something solid, something heavy. Chris and Marty both turned to look, their expressions mirroring the same mix of shock and anticipation that had defined so many Oak Island moments before. Rick stepped closer, his eyes scanning the spot from where the thump had originated, and instinctively he knew this was unlike anything they had encountered before. The air around the shaft seemed to change, growing colder, almost as if the ground itself was holding its breath. The team felt it immediately, a chill creeping up their spines as if warning them that something significant lay beneath the soil. The operator of the excavator spoke first, breaking the silence. "Boss, this isn't rock. This is something else, something heavy." His voice carried the weight of certainty. Rick nodded, and Marty quickly responded, "Test it. Hit it, Lee." As they prepared for a closer examination, a strange phenomenon occurred. A sudden gust of cold air rose from the lower layers of the shaft. It was unexpected. The garden shaft at this depth was usually warmer, but the cold wave felt unnatural. It was strong enough to fog the camera lens, forcing the team to adjust the lighting carefully. The air felt alive, as though it was escaping from a hollow space hidden deep below. Rick leaned in closer, peering into the opening with caution, and whispered, "This is a sign of a hollow space." His words added tension to an already charged environment. Every crew member felt it, the sense that they were on the brink of discovering something extraordinary. As the team continued, they noticed the dust rising in patterns that seemed almost purposeful, as if indicating the shape of something hidden beneath the soil. The air pressure dropped gradually, creating a faint dampness that hinted at an enclosed space. A metallic odor permeated the air, a subtle, rusted smell, suggesting that the object beneath the soil might be iron or some other crafted material. The slow movement of air, the hollow sensation, and the metallic scent combined to create a moment of suspense that left the crew alert and cautious. Even the most seasoned members understood that Oak Island rarely revealed its secrets without careful attention and respect. Every movement of soil was deliberate, every glance measured, as the team prepared to uncover what could be a historical revelation. The excavator carefully removed layers of soil, revealing a faint shimmer beneath. At first, it was subtle, almost unnoticeable, but as the light shifted, a golden reflection appeared. This was no ordinary glint from mineral deposits. It seemed concentrated in a single spot, almost trapped beneath the surface. Marty crouched down for a better look, his eyebrows furrowing in curiosity. "This isn't natural," he said. "It could be metal, or an artifact. Something significant." Rick moved closer, trying to see past the thin layer of mud that covered the reflection. The golden glow became clearer as the soil was brushed away, and the excitement among the crew grew. They realized that they were seeing something extraordinary, a hidden object that had likely been untouched for centuries. The reflection suggested a smooth surface beneath the dirt, distinct from the irregular patterns of natural rock. The tension in the air was palpable. The crew understood that every moment brought them closer to a revelation that could rewrite part of Oak Island's history. As more soil was cleared, a hollow cavity became apparent. The space beneath the ground had been concealed perfectly for generations. The edges of the cavity were symmetrical, precise, and unmistakably man-made. Dr. Spooner observed the geometric shapes and immediately remarked, "This cannot be natural." The team watched closely, trying to decipher the significance of what they were seeing. Lair Nunn, the historian, suggested that the shapes might date back to the Templar era, or perhaps even earlier. Spooner countered, emphasizing the engineered precision of the lines and corners, suggesting a carefully constructed vault. Marty finally spoke up, highlighting the central question: if it's not natural, and not Templar. Then who built it? The mystery deepened. The team understood that this wasn't just another Oak Island find. It was a carefully designed structure, intentionally concealed beneath layers of soil for centuries. As the excavator revealed more of the site, wooden beams surfaced. The texture immediately indicated they were old, not modern. Rick and Marty carefully examined the beams, confirming that they formed a support frame dating back to the 1600s. This was astonishing. Historical records suggested that no one had excavated this area in the 1600s. The evidence implied that someone, centuries ago, had been searching for something significant on Oak Island. The beams were not random debris. They were intentionally placed to stabilize the excavation, indicating a deliberate effort to reach the hidden vault below. The emotional weight of this realization hung over the team. Generations of explorers, some long forgotten, had walked this ground before, and their presence was now tangible. The discovery of modern boot prints within the soil added another layer of mystery. The impressions were fresh, showing that someone had recently accessed the shaft. The prints led directly to the area of the 1600 support beams and then back out, suggesting that an unknown individual or group had been exploring the tunnels or guarding something. Rick and Marty exchanged uneasy glances, recognizing the implications. The combination of ancient beams and recent intrusions suggested that Oak Island's secrets were being actively monitored or protected. The crew understood that their work was not just uncovering history, it was intersecting with ongoing activity that could influence the island's treasures. A few feet deeper, the excavator revealed the top of an angled tunnel. Its shape and smoothness were unmistakably man-made. Flashlights illuminated the passage, revealing a northward direction, a detail steeped in Oak Island lore. Ancient maps and Templar legends hinted at secret routes and hidden vaults extending north from this location. The discovery of the north-facing tunnel intensified the intrigue. The tunnel, combined with the historical beams and modern prints, painted a picture of a carefully orchestrated system that spanned centuries. Marty analyzed the alignment, realizing that the combination of artifacts suggested a deliberate pattern. Supports, modern observations, and directional tunnels, all pointing to a hidden objective. Hand tools replaced machinery as the team uncovered a metallic edge beneath the soil. The line was straight, precise, and razor-sharp, signaling the presence of a massive object. Rick stepped closer, whispering, "This isn't a box, this is a door." The revelation stunned the crew. The metallic surface appeared engineered, with an unusual shine and an ancient alloy that suggested sophisticated craftsmanship. The trapezoid-shaped frame indicated that it was not a simple container, but possibly the entrance to a multi-layered vault. Dr. Spooner confirmed that the structure was engineered, while the team carefully documented every detail. The potential magnitude of the discovery left everyone in awe. Preparing to lift the vault door was a complex and high-risk operation. The crane had to be positioned with extreme precision to avoid destabilizing the surrounding soil. Reinforced harnesses and metal hooks were attached carefully. As the crane began to lift the door, every sound, the shifting soil, the faint hum of the crane, the metallic scrape, heightened the tension. The team moved inch by inch, fully aware that any mistake could collapse the shaft or damage the historical artifact. Rick whispered about the potential dangers, emphasizing that opening a centuries-old door required caution. Finally, the crane's lift revealed the vault's top. Dust and centuries of debris covered a surface that appeared gold-plated, with complex symbols and carvings that didn't match known cultures. Geometric shapes, spirals, and mysterious crosses adorned the metal. Marty spoke, confirming that the markings were intentional, precise, and unlike anything previously documented on Oak Island.
Dr. Spooner's analysis suggested that the carvings were evidence of a lost civilization or an unknown historical chapter. The team realized that this wasn't just a vault. It was a record of history, hidden in plain sight, waiting for discovery. The episode concluded with the team standing over the vault, the garden shaft's secrets slowly emerging. The combined weight of history, family legacy, and centuries of mystery made this one of Oak Island's most significant discoveries. Each crew member felt the magnitude of the moment, an artifact untouched for centuries, a structure engineered with precision, and clues that hinted at an ongoing mystery. The garden shaft had spoken, and its secrets were only beginning to reveal themselves. With the top of the vault now visible, the team took a moment to assess what they were dealing with. The metallic surface stretched across the shaft, larger than anyone expected. It wasn't a simple chest or container. The trapezoid shape indicated careful design, meant to withstand pressure and the test of time.
Carvings on the metal were unlike anything the crew had ever encountered. Geometric lines, spirals, and cross-like symbols formed a pattern that was precise and deliberate. Marty examined them closely and noted that the craftsmanship suggested knowledge far beyond the tools available to early explorers or settlers. The markings could be hundreds of years old, possibly placed by people who had secrets about Oak Island long before it became a legend. Each symbol seemed to tell a story, though no one could read it yet. The mystery deepened with every glance. Rick stepped closer, brushing away the last bits of soil from the edge of the vault. The metal was cool to the touch, despite centuries underground. He ran his hand along the surface, feeling the slight ridges of the carvings. Every line, every curve has a purpose, he said, quietly. This isn't random. Someone wanted this hidden and protected. The crew nodded in agreement, understanding that Oak Island had never revealed its treasures easily. The decades of digging, the collapses, and the booby traps all pointed to one thing. Whoever placed this vault wanted it kept secret at all costs. The garden shaft had always been mysterious, but this discovery elevated the stakes to a whole new level. It wasn't just about gold or treasure. It was about a secret that had survived centuries, waiting for the right people to uncover it. Marty and Dr. Spooner discussed the engineering of the vault. Spooner pointed out that the trapezoid shape was not random. It was a deliberate design to lock under pressure, a method known to ancient builders who wanted their constructions to withstand time and natural forces. Marty nodded, realizing that opening this vault wouldn't be as simple as lifting a door. The ground beneath had to remain stable. Even a small shift could cause serious damage. The crew decided to proceed slowly, using ropes and cranes to lift the top just a few inches at a time. Every inch brought new tension. Every small movement was documented carefully on camera. The precision required for this operation left everyone focused, knowing that one wrong move could destroy a centuries-old artifact and erase vital historical clues. As the vault was gradually lifted, a new surprise emerged. Dust and debris that had been trapped for hundreds of years began to fall away, revealing the first hints of what lay beneath. The golden reflection intensified, not from polish, but from the material itself. The surface was not gold, but an alloy engineered to last through time. It gleamed softly, hinting at the incredible craftsmanship of whoever built it. The discovery suggested advanced knowledge far beyond what many believed possible for the era. The crew exchanged looks of disbelief. They had uncovered something beyond treasure, a creation with intent, purpose, and a story waiting to be told. This wasn't just a find. It was a historical message, preserved beneath centuries of soil. Meanwhile, the tunnel discovered earlier became a key point of focus. Its northward direction, smooth walls, and engineered angles suggested that it led to another part of the island's hidden network. Rick and Marty mapped the tunnel carefully, measuring every angle and depth. The alignment of the vault, the tunnel, and the 1600s wooden beams hinted at a plan, a system designed for protection and concealment. The team considered the possibilities. Was this a storage area for treasure, or a chamber meant for messages, maps, or tools to guide future generations? The precision and scale of the construction suggested more than a single artifact. It hinted at a larger operation, a series of hidden chambers working together to protect something extremely valuable or significant. The crew began discussing theories. Some believed it was connected to the Templars, the legendary group often linked to Oak Island. Others suggested it could predate them, a secret from explorers or settlers who arrived centuries before records existed. Dr. Spooner emphasized the importance of analyzing every detail before making assumptions. Even the smallest mark on the metal could reveal origins or methods. Marty agreed, stressing that any rushed move could destroy centuries of evidence. The tension in the shaft was palpable. Each crew member understood that history, legend, and mystery were converging in that moment. Every decision mattered, and the consequences of a mistake could be irreversible. As more soil was cleared, the edges of the vault became fully visible. The structure was enormous, larger than anticipated, and appeared to extend deeper into the shaft than the crew initially imagined. The trapezoid design suggested multiple layers inside. Marty speculated that the vault could have compartments, each with its own secrets. Rick considered the implications. If the vault had multiple chambers, they could contain documents, artifacts, or objects of immense historical importance. The excitement grew, but so did the caution. The crew understood that Oak Island's history was filled with traps and collapses, and the ground beneath them had to be treated with extreme care. Every movement of soil, every adjustment of the crane, and every step taken into the shaft was calculated with precision. The modern boot prints found earlier added a layer of urgency. Whoever had been in the shaft recently might have been monitoring the vault or preparing to enter it for discovery. Rick and Marty discussed security measures, understanding that this discovery could attract attention. Oak Island was remote, but the story of a massive vault could travel quickly. Protecting the site became as important as uncovering its secrets. The crew worked efficiently, maintaining focus while ensuring the site remained secure. The combination of ancient construction, modern intrusion, and historical significance created an environment charged with suspense. The garden shaft had revealed a treasure that was both physical and historical, bridging centuries of mystery. Once the top of the vault was stabilized, the crew began carefully examining the carvings. The patterns were deliberate, with lines and shapes that suggested intentional communication. Some symbols resembled geometric patterns used in ancient architecture, while others were abstract, possibly representing ideas, locations, or instructions. The team discussed the possibility that the vault could be a map or guide, leading to other hidden parts of Oak Island. Rick speculated that the original builders intended for the knowledge to survive centuries, hidden from casual explorers, but accessible to those who understood the system. The idea that this vault could contain knowledge, rather than just treasure, shifted the team's perspective. They were no longer just seeking gold, they were uncovering history, intelligence, and secrets hidden beneath layers of time. As the digging progressed, the vault began to reveal more of its structure. The sides were solid, constructed to withstand immense pressure, while the top showed subtle grooves and hinges, suggesting it could open to reveal multiple layers. Marty and Dr. Spooner noted that the engineering was far more sophisticated than expected. It indicated a deep understanding of materials, mechanics, and preservation techniques. The vault wasn't just a container. It was a carefully designed structure meant to survive centuries of pressure, decay, and natural erosion. The level of planning and skill amazed the team. Whoever built this had knowledge far beyond what was documented in historical records. Oak Island had given them one of the most significant engineering mysteries in its history. The episode built tension as the team considered how to lift and explore the interior safely. Rick emphasized caution,
knowing that any wrong step could collapse the shaft or damage the vault. Marty outlined a step-by-step plan for excavation, testing
Stability and documenting every detail. The crew worked with precision, balancing speed with care. Slowly, they began to remove soil from the interior edges, revealing the faint outlines of compartments or separate chambers within the vault. Each new discovery added excitement and suspense, as it suggested that the original builders had placed multiple objects or clues inside, hidden and protected for centuries. As the crew worked, they reflected on the history of Oak Island itself. For over 200 years, countless explorers had tried to uncover its secrets. Many left empty-handed, while others faced dangers that ended their quests. Yet the garden shaft had proven that persistence, skill, and careful observation could reveal remarkable truths. Rick and Marty reminded the team that they were standing on the culmination of generations of effort. Every careful movement was a tribute to the explorers, settlers, and visionaries who had contributed to Oak Island's story. The gravity of the moment was not lost on anyone. They were not just uncovering treasure, they were connecting with a centuries-old legacy of human curiosity, ingenuity, and determination. The golden reflections inside the vault continued to reveal more details as the soil was removed. Dust cleared away, showing metalwork that was both intricate and durable. The craftsmanship suggested advanced knowledge, possibly from a forgotten civilization or a group with sophisticated engineering skills. The patterns and designs hinted at a level of planning that went beyond simple storage. Marty and Rick speculated that the vault could contain items that would rewrite parts of history, objects that were intended to survive time and remain hidden until the right moment. The crew's excitement grew, but it was tempered by the need for extreme care. Every second mattered. Every touch could reveal or destroy centuries-old secrets. As more of the vault emerged, the crew could see just how deep and complex the structure really was. The top metal surface revealed subtle ridges, grooves, and edges that suggested multiple compartments underneath. Marty pointed out that these grooves might act as guides or locks, allowing the top to open in sections rather than all at once. The idea that the vault had layers added a new level of excitement. If the builders had separated compartments, each one could hold something different: treasure, artifacts, documents, or tools, each telling a piece of Oak Island's hidden story. The team realized that what they were dealing with was not just a single discovery, but possibly the central piece of the entire mystery. Rick carefully examined the carvings again, noticing patterns that seemed familiar yet strange. Some shapes resembled symbols found in old European manuscripts, while others were unlike anything ever recorded. Dr. Spooner suggested that the carvings might not just be decorative, they could encode information. Perhaps they were a map, a set of instructions, or even warnings for future explorers. Marty agreed and reminded the team that Oak Island's history was full of coded messages and hidden signs. The possibility that this vault contained more than just treasure made the discovery even more valuable. It could provide insight into civilizations, secret societies, or explorers long forgotten by history. While the team discussed the carvings, the tunnel leading north became a point of curiosity. Rick speculated that the vault might be connected to a larger underground complex, perhaps linking the structure to other parts of the island. This suggested a deeper level of planning than previously imagined. The vault could be the entrance to something even bigger, perhaps a secret meeting place or a vault with multiple chambers, spreading out beyond the immediate area